Hi everyone. For today's tutorial, I want to show you guys how to make this really lovely bracelet. It is a lot of bead weaving. It is going to take some time to make, but it does fit beautifully on your wrist. It's really smooth and it's comfortable. And that's what's most important is your bracelet and your jewelry that you wear is comfortable. You don't want something that's cutting you, irritating you in any way, shape, or form. So I am going to show you how to do this step by step, of course. Even a beginner can do this because it's really, really easy. It's just a lot of weaving. So sit back, I'll come back and I'll tell you everything you will need to make this bracelet. Okay, so for this project, you are going to need a few supplies, not a whole lot. But you will need a variety of stuff. So for starters, you're going to need some 15-0 seed beads. You're going to need some 11-0 seed beads. You're going to need some 6mm pearls. And I'm using like 4 different colors. You can use all one color. I'm using Superduos and 3mm Firepolish. So these Firepolish are called Magic Purple. This is Turquoise Picasso. These are Swarovski mixed pearls. These are, I don't know, I think they're called Grape. They're very tiny 15-0 seed beads. And this is Rainbow Luster in an amethyst. You're going to need scissors. You're going to need some 6-pound Fireline, and you're going to need a beading needle. And sorry about my fingers, but they're getting all black from the Fireline because this stuff comes off. So I strung on, you're going to need a fair amount of, for an 8mm bracelet, or yeah, 8mm, you're going to need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. Approximately 40 pearls. So have about that many. And same with the Superduos. You're going to need this many Superduos. I really don't want to count them. Just make sure you have enough of one color. Okay. You're going to need a stop bead. And I'm going to use an let's see, what have we got? I think I'll just use an 8-0. Because I find an 8-0, if I run my needle through it twice, it's super easy to come off. Oh, and you're going to need a cup button or a closure. I'm just using this jade or turquoise Picasso. I'm only going to make a sample piece. I'm not going to make a whole entire bracelet because I don't need another bracelet of the same. And I wanted to show you in the same colors that I just used because you can see what I'm doing really easily. So let me get moved up here a bit. And let's get our stop bead strung on and my dirty fingers from my smoke Fireline. So you string on your stop bead and you run your needle through it once. And I'm just running it from the bottom up twice. Okay, so now first thing you're going to do is you're going to pick up one pearl, one Firepolish. So let me get this here, pearl, and I'm just alternating my colors. So which one did I pick up? I'll pick up this color. Wow. And a Firepolish. Pick up this really pretty purple one. And a Firepolish. And we need one more. And we need this one. Okay. Oops. And a Firepolish. Yep. And a Firepolish. I'm going to pick up the same sequence I picked up here. So I'm going to pick up one of each of those. And that's what I would do if you want to do it with 4 colors. And it's kind of cool with the 4 colors, and you'll see as we go what the 4 colors do. but I am only going to do this sample piece, so I really am not going to do a big long bracelet again, because you get the gist of what it's going to look like in the picture. All right, so first and foremost, we'll pretend this is our 8-inch bracelet. Okay, for our Barbies. This is a Barbie 8-inch bracelet. Even that's too big for a Barbie. Oh, maybe it might fit her. Okay. Now, first thing you're going to do for your before you even start anything is you're going to put on your cut button. So for that, you're going to pick up one Firepolish, let that fall. You're going to pick up 2 seed beads in 11/0, your cut button, a seed bead, a Firepolish, and a seed bead, and let those fall all the way down. Okay. Then you're going to take your needle and you're going to go into the second hole of the cut button, and you got to keep your work pulled tight for this bracelet. Okay, you have to. All right, now you're going to pick up 2 more seed beads. Whoopsies, that one flew away. 2 more 11/0s, and you're going to go right back into that 3mm Firepolish, and you're going to exit out of that pearl, the first pearl in your line there. Now, right now, you are not going to go ahead and reinforce this cut button, because as you go back and forth and weave this, it's going to reinforce it. So you don't need to do that. All right. Now, make sure when you get your Superduos that you check to make sure all the holes are open. Now, there's a few of them that I found the holes weren't open, and I just used this really cool bead reamer. Okay, the bead reamer works wonders. It's like a wonder tool for opening holes. So you just have to kind of stick the very point of it in, and it'll push out the hole, or the enamel, or whatever it is that's actually in that. So yeah. Okay. Now, next thing, you're coming out of your pearl towards your beadwork after you've put on your closure. Okay. Now you're going to pick up an 11/0, 3 Superduos, and an 11/0. So this is what I have on my needle. Now you're coming out this end of the pearl, and you're just going to make a circle, and you're going to exit through that pearl in a circular motion. You're going to go through the Firepolish and into the next pearl like that. Okay? So you have this sitting on top like that. And you're going to do the same thing over here. You're going to pick up an 11/0, 3 Superduos, and 11/0, which you're going to make a circle. My things came loose. Keep your work pulled tight. You're going to make a circle and go back through that pearl that you're exiting out of, and go through the Firepolish and into the next pearl. Like that. And pull. And sit that one on top. Okay, so now we have this. And again, 11/0, 3 Superduos, and 11/0. Go back through the pearl, through the Firepolish, and through the next pearl. So while you're doing this, these are going to flip around and be wonky. Don't worry about it. It'll all straighten out in the end. So an 11/0, 3 Superduos, and 11/0. Coming out of this pearl here, make a circle, go back through this pearl, through the Firepolish, and into the next pearl. Like that. And pull. Okay. 11/0, 3 Superduos, and 11/0. And back through the pearl, Firepolish, and into the next pearl. So I'm keeping my work pulled tight. So you may have to adjust your stop bead every once in a while, but you want to keep your work pulled nice and tight, okay? Oh, I see what the problem is I put one too many seed beads in there. Oh, goodness. Instead of picking up two, I kind of thought, why is this sitting wonky like that, the cup button? So let me fix that real fast. So all I'm going to do is put my needle into the cup, or into the 11-0 without catching the thread. So I'm going to pull up on that. I'm going to get a pair of pliers. These will work, these nylon pliers. And I'm going to crush this bead. That ain't gonna work. Of course, every last pair I pick has to be the last ones. Okay, so that's all you do is put your needle in there, grasp that, and break the bead off. Instead of, I'm not pulling all my work out. Now it sits much better. So I'm just going to give this another tight pull. Oh, jeez. Now I just messed up all my beads. Alright, I cleaned her up. Now, I've got 2 more pearls to do here. So I'm going to pick up 11-0, 3 Superduos, and 11-0. Making a circle, going back through the pearl, the Firepolish, and the other pearl, like that, and pull. So like I said, it's just going to be all funky and wonky, and you know, but it's going to get, it'll fix. You saw. All right. So let me get these pliers. Oh, I'm going to pull that stop bead down. There we go. Till it gets nice and tight. All right, one more. 11-0, 3 Superduos, and 11-0. So you're going to do this all the way till you get to the other end of your bracelet by picking up 11-0, 3 Superduos, and 11-0, and going through all of your beads, or all of your pearls, until you have. And I'm just going to pull the stop bead off now. And normally I would tie a knot right here, because now we're going to put on our loop for the cut button, and we're not going to reinforce it because we'll reinforce it. So this should snug your whole entire bracelet up. So this is what it should look like. Oopsies. When it's done. Alright, so that's what you have done so far, or I've gotten done so far. Now, next thing you're going to do is you're going to pick up, oh, we still have 1 pearl to do here. Oopsies. And I took my stop bead off and tied a knot already, but that's okay. Exiting out of there, so I'm going to pick this up, 2, 3, and an 11-0. And I'm just going to make a circle and go back through the pearl, like that. Okay, so I have nothing to go back into. Now I'm going to tie another knot, because this time it should not, and the pearl won't go anywhere. Won't move away on me. But I frayed all my end here with that stop bead. Alright, so we have a knot. We have nice tension in here, nice and tight. There's no gaps, and that's what you want. No gaps. So you're going to pick up a Firepolish on your needle and drop that down. Well, I made a mess with that. And then you're going to go ahead and pick up 28, or is it 26? Okay, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26. I think it's just 26 you need. If I'm not mistaken, it's only 26. Yeah. Okay. So now you've picked up your 26 beads. You're going to go back into that fire polish here and into the pearl like that. So that's all you're going to do. And this will get reinforced as we work our way back and down and back and down, that kind of thing. Now, you're going to take your needle, you're going to go through all the seed bead before these Superduos, and then you're going to go through all three bottoms of the Superduos, but in the bottom of them. Don't go in the tops yet. So I'm going to exit in the Superduo, the bottom. Don't exit out of that far 11-0. Okay. Now, let me just trim all this mess off that I made with the Fireline, because it's kind of getting really crazy in my way. All right, that's much better. Now, okay, so now you're exiting. Oops, keep your work pulled tight, don't do that. You're exiting out of the bottom of this Superduo. So after you've gone through your pearl, you've gone up into your seed bead and into your 3 Superduos. Exit into the top hole of that first Superduo. Like that. You're going to pick up 1 Superduo and you're going to exit into the next Superduo. Pick up 1 Superduo, enter into the next Superduo. Okay. Now, your next step, after you've put your 2 Superduos on, you're going to pick up 1 15, 1 Firepolish, and 1 15 on your needle. So a 15-0, Firepolish, and a 15-0. You're exiting out of the top of this Superduo. You're going to go right straight into that next pearl. Okay? Like this. And you're going to exit out of that pearl. Like that. Okay? So you'll be setting your Firepolish on the side like that. Now you're going to do the same thing. You're going to go through the 11-0 and through all 3 in the bottom holes of these Superduos. You're going to go through all three of them like this, pulling tight, and don't exit into that 11-0. Exit into the top of that Superduo up there. And now you're going to go and add a Superduo between all of them. So I'm adding a Superduo. Okay. Then I'm going to pick up a 15, a Firepolish, and a 15. Everything's just a bit flimsy and wonky right now, but it'll all straighten out. Okay, so we're exiting out of this Superduo. Now you're going to just jump across and go into the next pearl, like that. Okay, and you're just going to place your Firepolish in there like this. And this is what you should have so far. Now, go into the 11-0, into your 3 Superduos in the bottom holes. Like that. Sorry about that. I just have such a wonderful son, man. Wow. Best in the world. One that I want to just drive right into next week. Okay, so we went through all 3 bottoms and we're going to exit into the top of that Superduo. And we're going to pick up a Superduo, go into the next Superduo, pick up a Superduo, and exit into the next Superduo. Okay, so you're going to do this all the way down. Now you're going to pick up your 15-0, your Firepolish, and a 15-0. And you're going to exit right into the next pearl. like that. Okay, so I'm going to leave this for you to go and finish, and I'll go finish this row out, and then I'm going to come back and show you what to do next. Okay, so now we are at the end of our bracelet, and as you can see, these just nicely flip over, and that's what you can do down your whole entire bracelet. So I've come out of the wrapped around here, out of the last Superduo I put on. Now you're going to pick up a Firepolish, and you're going to exit into your 2 seed beads that you have for your cup button, and then you're just going to go straight up into your cup button, all in one pass, making sure you grab that 1 seed bead in the top of your cup button and pull. Okay, so you should have this now. Go through the Firepolish. So now you're giving it a second round of reinforcing, and then you want to go down, exit into the 2 seed beads, the Firepolish, and into the pearl, like that. Okay, so now we've tightened this up with another reinforcement. Now you're going to go up into the 15-0, the 3mm, and the 15-0. And unfortunately, you're going to have to go through all these beads. Okay. Oh shoot, I went through the wrong ones. You're supposed to go through the bottom ones. I went through the tops of them. Don't listen to me. Jeez. Oopsies. Oopsie-daisy. Alright. Crazy girl. So don't go in that 15 or that Firepolish or that 15. Continue into this Firepolish. Alright. Into the 11-0. And then back into the 3 Superduos in the bottom holes of that first group of 3 Superduos there. So make sure you go in the bottom holes and exit out of the Superduo. Okay. But now I'm exiting in the wrong direction. Oh my God. Don't listen to me. Oh my God, I went the wrong way again. Jeez. We need to be exiting. Oh, wow. How did I get over here? I'm supposed to be over here. Oh my God. See how easy this is to screw up? Well, it's not easy. I'm just dumb sometimes. Damn, I don't even know how I'm going to get this all out. What I did. I must have went right through this pearl like a moron. And I didn't want to go through that pearl. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. So I am going to go fight with this to pull my thread out. So when you exit out after your cup button, don't go through all these like I just did. Like, really? I can't believe I did this. You need to be exiting up here because we have to exit out of this Superduo in this direction. Okay? I'm way down here. Don't ask. Alright, now I'm mentally challenged today. What you need to do, wow, stop doing this. Spitting seed beads everywhere. Let me get these out of my face. They're driving me to drink. Alright, now, all of you, get out of here. Now, I'm exiting out of this Firepolish. So what you're going to do is not exit out of that Firepolish. You need to be exiting out of the bottom of the seed beads, like I told you. Why? For you don't listen to me. Okay, so now we're exiting out of our cup button, seed beads here, just go right into that fire polish you put in and into that Superduo like that. Okay, now we got it. Now pick up 2 11/0 and go right into the top of that Superduo in the next round. So just like that, okay? Like that. Pick up 1 fire polish, go into the next Superduo like that. Pick up 2 11/0. Now go down into this bottom Superduo and exit the hole this way. All right? So you're sitting your Superduo or your 2 11/0s on top like that. Okay, so now why I was telling you about the colors, so we have a gold, a purple, a beige, and a gold. So here I have a purple one, and I'm exiting out of this Superduo here in the bottom row, but in the top hole you're going to pick up 1 11/0, 1 6mm pearl, and 1 11/0, and you're just going to jump across, skipping over all these, and just go right into the Superduo. Now this is where you want to lay your bracelet out and make sure you're going in the right directions. Okay, so this is going to go this way and that's going to lay that way. So your bracelet's all laying and you're going in the right. Okay, so you're going to go into this Superduo here, just into that top hole. Okay, with your 11/0, your pearl, and your 11/0 like this, and then you're just going to park your pearl there like that. Okay, see how the 2 pearls are side by side now? So now you're going to pick up 2 11/0s. You're going to go right into the top Superduo of that group. You're going to pick up a fire polish. You're going to go into the next Superduo like that. Pick up 2 11/0s and drop down into this Superduo here like that. So now for this one, so make sure you have 1 staggered always. So you got these ones over here. So now you got this color pearl, so I'm going to pick up an 11/0 and a gold pearl and 11/0. And then I'm just going to go across here right into the top of that Superduo like that. Okay, and place that pearl there like that. Now pick up 2 11/0s and go right into the top hole of that Superduo. Pick up a fire polish into the top hole there of your fire polish. Okay, pick up 2 11/0s and drop down into the bottom Superduo, but in the top hole of it like that, and pull. So now you have this so far. Okay, now we're going to flip our work like this, making sure we have our bracelet held right. So now I have a purple one again, so I'm going to pick up 1 11/0 and 1 purple one and 1 11/0. I'm going to go right across into these groups of Superduos, making sure that I have the right one flipped, and pull that in place. And now you're going to pick up 2 11/0s into the Superduo, a fire polish into the next Superduo, and 2 11/0s into the fire polish, or into the top of the Superduo. Alright, so now we're at the end here where we have nothing else to go into. So this is where you're going to pick up 1 fire polish, alright, and you're going to go straight into your pearl, the last pearl here, okay, and then you're going to go up all the way around into your loop here, and you're going to reinforce that loop. Because remember, we didn't reinforce it. We didn't go through it a second or third time. We just put it on and continued along our way here. So that's what you're going to do. So you're going to go all the way around like this, reinforcing it. Don't miss any beads, because you'll see your thread and it'll push your bead out of whack. Won't be in line. Okay, so when you come down to the bottom, you're going to exit through your fire polish. Okay, I'm just going to make sure this does fit, and it does. So 26 beads was plentiful. Now go down into your fire polish. Okay. Right. Now, as you can see, that stupid thread's there. We need to go up into this seed bead right there, but we're going to go right directly into that. We're not going to go weaving around through beads. We're just going to go straight up into that Superduo like that. Okay, and then we're going to go do the other side now. Okay, so we've done all of this side. Pick up 2 11/0s. A fire polish, 2 11/0s, and go down into just the Superduo. Don't catch that 15/0 along the way, like that. Okay, now we're into the white pearl, so we're going to pick up an 11/0. Well, it's more of a white, off-white, into the pearl, and 11/0. And you're just going to go right across into the top of this Superduo here, like that. And you're going to pull in place. Whoopsies. And this is what you have. Is that not beautiful? Absolutely stunning. So, pick up 2 11/0s. Into the Superduo you go. Fire polish into there. All right, 2 11/0s. Drop down into the Superduo, and now you got to watch with this side that you don't go into that 15/0 seed bead either. Okay, so we have a matte gold here, so we're going to pick up the 11/0, the matte gold one, and the 11/0, and exit into the Superduo like that. Okay. Look at how pretty. Is that not beautiful? This is absolutely stunning. I love this bracelet. Pick up 2 11/0s into your Superduo. Whoops, almost pulled my thread off. And a fire polish into there. 2 11/0s. And drop down into your Superduo. Okay, now we're down to our last add-on. So 11/0, cream colored pearl, and 11/0, and into here, like that. 2 11/0s into your Superduo, fire polish, into your Superduo, and 2 11/0s. Drop down into your Superduo. Now we are at the end of our bracelet where we need to add no more beads. Now you just want to weave your way down through all of these, your 15/0, your fire polish, your 15/0, through your pearl, and up through everything here again, and go right through your closure again. And that's all you're going to do. Okay, and then you can work your way down, all the way down on this side, going through all your beads again and reinforcing this. Or you can always go through this twice before you leave this section, because you're not going to go back all the way down, and there's no point in wasting Fireline for that. So that's all we're going to do. That's it. That's the whole entire bracelet. So now I made myself a ring. I love these colors, this purple and this, what do you call it? Turquoise are such stunning colors together. So now we have ourselves a really pretty ring too. See? Look at how gorgeous. You can have a ring to match your bracelet. Like that. Anyways, guys, that's it. That's all it takes to make this bracelet. It's a little bit of extra weaving, but hey, look at what you get. Your end result is gorgeous. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and you made the same mistakes I did. I don't want to be alone in this. And I'll see you guys soon on the next video. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.